Hello, this is Colin. I play MZ in the Danger Club podcast. You're about to listen to episode 27. That's nice, isn't it, for you? I thought I'd do a little old school intro, just say hello to all the Dangerlings out there. Listen, if you haven't subscribed already, this is episode 27. Just subscribe, mate. You might as well. And also, I've said this before, you've probably got your phone in your hand right now, so go on over to Facebook, leave us a little review. Yeah, go on over to iTunes, leave us a little review. It's the only way this podcast is going to grow. And we're going to shout you out. I told you, people have been, getting shout outs on this podcast. You're going to get one too if you do that. So do it. Why not? It's only going to spread the love, going to spread the joy. Listen, enjoy the episode. We'll see you later.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Get over here.
Nice one, Gandalf.
Drunk.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this.
Splat. Swim check.
I have to say, Val, that this plan of yours is working out swimmingly.
She's moving to the boat now.
Put the coins on her eyes and say the last rites.
Well, at least now I can be in the same place as her. Thank you.
You kind of blink for a moment, look back, and the ship is gone.
The adventure continues now. Another beautiful day here in London.
Pretty cold.
It is cold, but it's nice. I like
sun's
it.
out though, so that's nice.
I like it.
Are we really in London? Are we sure about that?
Are we in London?
Are we?
Were we still on the run?
Yeah, I think so.
Still on the run from a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, that's right. So we shouldn't really be disclosing our location.
But
We could be in the toilets of Comic-Con.
because we've just been in real life. It's a few weeks afterwards, but we've just been, and it's like 2 days ago, and we had a great time. Oh my god, it was really so good. And we met people and friends and Dangerlings. Thank you to the people who came and hung out with us. If you're listening to this, we love you, and it was so amazing, and we were a bit overwhelmed, and I was certainly overtired, but it was great, and we got some great pictures. And
I think my highlight of it was when we were walking in the comic village and someone shouted out, "Caragor!" I think that was
mad.
Yeah.
that was Francesca. Hey, Francesca.
Amazing. That was so amazing.
It was so great meeting you. You are amazing.
I was Caragor 1 fan. I was like, what? No, I mean, it is, but I didn't
Francesca, who had been back to back with our DM for an entire day without either of them noticing. Amazing. That's how hard they're working.
My favourite bit was a lovely person who came to the Moon stand and hated our comic, but was really into D&D. So we got talking Pathfinder, and we got talking Danger Club, and she subscribed to the podcast then and there. And at the very moment she hit subscribed, all of you guys appeared behind her in costume.
That was amazing.
so cool.
Yeah.
Which is a service we're not going to be offering to every every subscriber. I
We'd
have to say.
love to offer that, wouldn't we? But
we will do appearances. If a bespoke, like if you wanted the Danger Club to appear in costume, like if you really badly wanted it, like at the moment we could, because we're not like
email in.
Sort of. I mean, we can barely get together for a record. Are we sure we want to?
Two of us will turn up. Half of us will turn up half an hour late, and then the other guy will turn up like the day after.
We're like the Wu-Tang Clan. You book the Wu-Tang Clan, there's 11 people in there, and only 3 turn up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, a few of them.
But I mean, I've got to say that is very Danger Club as well. So because we don't rock up together, there's always going to be something different.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. I think the only service we could ever possibly offer is accidental appearances. So if you want us to be around by accident, then that's a possibility. Obviously, that's impossible to predict. But we are accidental, and that's how stuff rolls around these ways.
I think what we've learned from this is if you do subscribe, then we might be there.
Exactly, Colin. Exactly. So do it just in case.
Our new tagline: the Danger Club podcast. We might be there for you.
When danger beckons,
We might be there for you. Maybe we're not quite sure.
We might be there.
Scott, you met someone, didn't you? You met someone and got a photo
with Sam Riegel from Critical Role.
Big up
couldn't
Critical
believe
Role.
it. We'd all been there. Obviously, we turned up. Probably like many of you guys, if you went to MCM on the weekend or couldn't get on the panel, obviously to see that thing because there was a lot of discussion about how big that size was and people couldn't get in, blah, blah, blah. And like a lot of you guys, I hung around outside the curtains. Just listening to some of my heroes being cheered, and it did sound amazing. And then I resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to get it. It's fine. And then loads of other people walked away as well. And then much later, we were filming some incidental content for Caragor, me, Colin, and Drum. And then just being walked out at speed by his handler was a man looking strikingly like Sam Riegel, being unmolested and unhassled. And I couldn't believe it. I just sort of went over and I went, I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry. I know you're trying to get out, but is it possible if you wanted a selfie with him? He's like, yeah, if you can do it while we're walking, then that's cool. And so I did. I got a selfie with him, and he was really good about it. And he didn't need to be good about it, and that's how good those guys are. He didn't need to be good about it.
And
But he was.
yeah,
And he was
because you saw a guy not
was
being
great.
molested and decided to molest him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I can't not get. I've come all the way here. They've come all the way here. They probably want to meet us. Like, you know. They gave them the opportunity.
I've got to say, I'm really glad that happened as well, because when we went to the Critical Role meetup, which we were really, really keen to do, and then we couldn't get in, we weren't that unsurprised, and you stood next to the wall, staring at where the stage was, listening to everyone else cheering on the other side of the wall, with this little forlorn look on your face, and it was pretty heartbreaking, gotta be honest.
I see you, Critical Role. I fucking see you. I saw them through a crack with me one eye. I saw them through a crack in the curtains. There was people genuinely taking turns at the crack in the curtains, like, and there was
Taking
like,
turns at the crack.
Yeah. Let's not. It's still morning. Let's not make it seedy yet. No, there was genuinely
come
like a
on.
preference given to all the people who had cosplayed amazingly as one of the characters from either the Mighty Nine or the Vox Machina. But it was nice. But
I think it's fair to say we probably wouldn't be doing this show if Critical Role hadn't been a thing. You know, it's one of the things that it's the original podcast or Twitch show of this kind of tabletop gaming. So it is a big inspiration. So it's lovely to meet some of them or to find out that they're actually really nice in person. So thank you, Sam. You don't listen to this, but thank you.
You never know.
You
One
might.
of these days.
One day.
Scott did
Maybe one day I'll listen
tag
to
him
this
in
as
his
well. Who knows?
Instagram.
Well, no, I didn't tag him. I hashtagged him. That's not tagging him directly. I might do that later on. I don't want to stalk the guy now. Like, literally, he met me on the way out of a con. Like, 5 seconds. Yeah, he was being forcibly polite. So
Did you give him a sneaky bit of legal advice on the way?
Yeah. I tried to kick his door in.
Oh, we've added another person to our hate list as well.
What?
Tony Stark.
Have we?
Yeah, when we got in front of his picture, when we walked past him, when we got him, you know, Iron Man.
Right, yeah. There was a
Yeah.
very good Iron Man cosplayer there, an amazing Iron Man cosplayer there, and we ruined one of his pictures. Which, to be fair, I think that was happened to him all the time.
that's true, yeah.
If we added to our death list people that we just ruined the pictures of, then well, I mean, there's now a city population like waiting to kill us. Like,
There were so many people, and amazing.
Well, I'm
shout
ready
out
to fight them, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's the first Comic-Con I think quite a few of us been to, and I just have huge respect to everyone who dressed up. So amazing costumes and wonderful sort of band spirit, so inclusive. We had an amazing day. So big up to everyone who was there. Thank you so much, and see you next year.
Thanks, everyone.
And
Thank you.
also, if I can give any advice out, it would be wear underwear. I didn't wear underwear, and my God, the chafing, incredible. So that's my advice. Anyone going to
we're
comment
adding
on
that to
General
our
advice
compendium
for
of
life
legal advice,
from John
and now
Weston.
some underwear advice as well. That's going in there.
Dan met another dungeon master.
I met the Dungeon Master.
from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon show.
He was taller than I expected him to be.
He was. He
and
was
his
splendid, though.
his winky face has gone weird, man.
Yeah.
It did. But I tell you what, it has been years, and I was so stoked to see him wandering through the crowd, and I was just like, oh my god, look, guys, it's the original TM! And it turns out he was a lovely fella. So yeah, big shout out to him, and also to the Gamers of London as well, that they can't. So great stuff.
Nice. Well, we have a game of our own going on. We had a little spooky diversion for a few episodes on board another vessel, where you solved the death of Lily Fenn, the bandit turned sailor, turned murder victim or execution victim, depending on who you believe. You did very well. So fighting ghosts for the first time, pretty.
Hated it.
I ain't scared of no ghost.
Oh. What about Fulton?
No, he is.
All our characters definitely scared of ghosts.
scared of ghosts.
Yeah, right.
Hugely underprepared for which you can only be at level 2. Like, unless you've really specifically built your character, you are not kitted out to deal with ghosts at that level.
That was a bit of a challenge, Dan.
It was.
Yeah.
So who's had? You've had. Velda's had a drain.
Velda's had a big drain. Yeah, he's.
I have as well.
Currently on -4. Well, he's not -4 strength, but he is -4 to his strength, giving him a pathetic strength of 3.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I can't even lift sort of eggs. It's that bad. I don't know
They're
how I'm
important to
moving.
lift because if you drop those things, they will break.
They break.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't give your eggs to Elder.
And that's a big part of this game, isn't it, Dan? To lift eggs.
Yeah, this is the egg
This is
lifting.
the next adventure.
It's no yoke. First part of the day, guys.
I believe you got the first pun. That was so shellfish of you.
You really scrambled for that, didn't you?
Guys, these are cracking, but I think we should crack on, to be honest.
Poached it.
I was just going to say that one. I was waiting for someone to finish. We're not cross-talking.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah, get your strength up because it's nearly Christmas, so this one's going to be mostly World's Strongest Man themed. Lifting barrels, quality holiday television.
Well, I'm super up for that with a strength of 3. So,
Yeah. So ability damage, we should say, is very hard to recover. So when you take damage to your core stats, like the guys have taken, there are spells that recover it, but they're quite high-level spells and not ones that we'll have access to at this level. So the only way to recover it is with bed rest. You get back 1 point per day of damage. So those of you who take Velda, you've got 4 days of basically bed rest to kind of get back to full. Fulton, you've got 6 days, nearly a week.
And how long's the boat trip?
You are still about a week from Camarga, so
that's good,
you'll
isn't it?
probably be all right by the time you reach Camarga.
now, actually, this dawns on me. A question was asked by one of our fans at MCM, Frankie. Big shout out. And it was about the subject of death. Now, we've obviously sort of come close to death quite a few times, and the stat damage is insta-death if we die. And she asked, what happens if you die? To which...
That's a big question.
It's a big question.
You're going to have to get Nietzsche and Plato back on that.
yeah, they don't
exactly.
talk to us anymore.
Tweet us.
But yeah, essentially, Dan, do you want to run by what the options are if you die?
So for character death, well, in terms of in-game, we saw a little bit of that with you solving Lily Fenn's death. Your spirit hangs around for a little while, and if you have a god that you follow, your spirit will eventually find its way to that god and go to their plane of existence. So there's sort of an afterlife. If you die in a particular way, sometimes you come back as a ghost. If you don't have any god, you end up in Phasma's boneyard with everyone, which is kind of where everyone else goes. If you are killed by certain effects, so the things like death attacks, or if you're brought back as an undead creature after you've been killed, it destroys your soul. You can never come back. That is a really nasty way to go. But also, there are spells that can return you to life. They are very high level. Again, you won't have any access to them anymore. Shania will eventually get hold of them, perhaps. Or you might meet other people that can do it, and they can bring people back from the dead. But most of the time, it's a new character. If your character dies, it's you're rolling a new character, and we're getting. And you know, I've said before, I expect some of these characters to go, but this story is about the group rather than about any individual. So if somebody is to die during the course of the adventure, we'll bring in a new character and we'll keep going. If we have an entire party wipe, that's going to be an interesting one to work out. Like if we lose but that's true for any show like this. Is what happens if you lose the entire cast in one game.
That would be kind of amazing. And then like all the people that saw it happen come in and go, oh, what happened here? And those characters then become the party.
They'll become the Danger Club, won't they? They'll sort of take up a mantle.
Could it just be like the local janitor that comes in and clear the bodies and he's like, what's going on here?
Wispy.
We laugh, but we know we're all going to try and fight each other to play Fardine. We're not going to roll next to I'm going to be Dennis. Someone's going to be Fardine. Like
The B team.
Oh, look at you!
The scourge.
But I think it's an interesting point because obviously they're the stakes. Rather than just be like, oh yeah, you're just going to shrug off death. No, you're dead. You're dead. Or you can bring, or you can pay people to bring yourself back. It's phenomenally expensive.
And you have to. There's a certain time frame as well, isn't
Yes.
there?
Yeah, it's got to be done.
Decaying and
Universally a pain in the tits to
Yeah.
resurrect one of your party members,
I've-
let alone two.
I've died in like a campaign that we were running.
I think we all have, haven't we? At
Yeah,
some
and then I
point.
think Scott's character could speak to the dead, and he spoke to me when I was in like a waiting room kind of thing. Like,
Beetlejuice, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it's like Beetlejuice. Yeah, it's interesting because you like don't want to give up that character kind of. If you spent so long playing them, you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to give it up. But then also it's kind of fun to try something new and try a different character when you've been playing with a character for so long.
Yeah.
To do a different class. But yeah, it's hard.
And character death can be such a great story thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you can have a character who dies who ends up having more impact than if they'd lived. You know, the fact that there was this character who is now no longer with the group travels with all these other characters and affects them going forwards. You know, it's a huge story thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do my best to kill some of you.
For the good of the story.
For the good of the story.
For the good of the story. For the good of the story.
You're a
The
plot
greater
twist.
Die. So, we pick up things the following day after you have left behind the previous ship that you found out was also called the Bugden Bear. That's rather strange. And then disappeared when you looked back at it. We're going to start this week's story with Shania and M.
Ooh, interesting.
So it is, like I say, it's the day after your previous adventure. The weather has not really improved in the day. The rest of you have all had some rest. Fulton and Velda are getting plenty of sleep. Caragor is tending to his business.
Don't laugh.
I dread to think what that business is.
Yeah, what is this business?
He's got all sorts of
yes,
shots.
You know.
He's got things to see. You know, he's a busy half orc about town. He's up there
About the town of the boat.
I mean, let's be honest. He's up there with an umbrella, doing singing in the rain. It's
Just twirling round and round the mast.
Practicing the
with a smile
tap
on his face.
dancing.
See everyone in the rain. I see everyone in the rain.
So Shania and M, you are up late the following evening, having a last bit of food together. You tend to eat in shifts when you're out on the boat, as there's not a lot of space for everyone. Most of the crew are elsewhere, and you're sitting on the sort of the middle deck where some of the sleeping quarters are, near the storeroom at the front. The two of you are sitting reflecting on the evening that's happened before and wondering what it could mean. When both of you make perception checks for me.
Okie dokies. Here it goes. Ooh. Okay. That is 14.
14 for Shania.
17.
And a 17 for M. M,
Yeah.
you think you hear a thump coming from the storeroom, just like the sound of a box being knocked. You know that's just storage. There's nobody in there. What would you like to do?
So Shania, you know, I'm so glad that what
What?
did you hear that?
No,
There was
I
a
hear
thump in
nothing.
this
What?
storage room.
It's a storage room?
Yeah, there's nothing in there. Did you hear that?
No, I mean, if there's nothing in there, it's over there. What the fuck is going on?
There's something in that room. We need to go in and investigate. Are you ready?
Oh, okay. Okay, you want... We're doing cop now? I mean, I'm not sure if I should really...
Hey,
I
should
feel
we-
like maybe I'm cheating on Caragor if it's a
Should
cop.
we be cop drunk? Drunk
Okay,
cop?
we took cop drunk. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we do this. Yeah.
But let's
okay.
go in quietly, yeah? So I think
have
I
it
want to
up.
go and open the door.
All right.
Weapon drawn.
All right.
Like, so I'm going to take out my broadsword.
Okay, you're
And,
trying to. Are you trying to be quiet?
Oh, yeah, we're going to try and be
Go ahead.
quiet.
Yeah.
Make
Stealth-
some stealth
stealthy,
checks
yeah?
for me, please.
Okay. 9.
A 9.
Below average.
17.
17.
done.
Okay. Shania, you are super quiet as you get to the side of it. You sneak up quietly next to it as well, and then draw your 9-ring broadsword. Each ring just clangs against the metal one after the other as you draw it and scam it.
Shania winces.
I'm sorry, drunk cop isn't working, is it?
Yeah, this would be better with both of us being cops, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Anyway, here we are. Exciting. I'm excited for us to have this adventure. Okay, go.
So we open the door.
Okay, you push open the door into the storeroom. You haven't been in here a great deal. It's kind of where most of the food stock is kept. But you kind of push your way inside. It's the storeroom at the front of the boat. And you have a little look around. There is a large pile of barrels of dwarven ale stacked up in one corner. And the rest of it is kind of food stocks that you've been eating. A lot of ingredients for soup. That seems to be most of what's there. The soup ingredients have a note pinned to them. Looking around, there are also some marks on the wooden wall. So the hull basically of the boat. You can see some markings.
Can we read the note?
Okay. The note says,
MC, keep your hands off my soup ingredients. I know you're in here trying to steal from me.
Chef, that chef.
I feel like maybe she has got a little bit of maybe problems with you, you know.
No idea why. I'm trying to be nice to her, you know.
Yeah, I know, I can see. But this seems to be the problem, you know. Maybe what you need to do is like treat her as like mean or something, and then maybe she will be more keen, you know.
I'm not interested in having a relationship with her.
No, I don't mean like I don't mean like for the sexy times. I just mean you can maybe, if she is the kind of person that maybe likes people to be a little bit more curt with them, because she's quite curt with you, and maybe I don't know. Anyway, Come on, let's continue investigations.
I'd like to talk about women at a later stage. That would be a good thing.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe not now.
I have an insight in that, being one myself.
All right, so right. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we read the note. I think we're just going to go in and take a look around. Is
all
that
right, perception checks.
All right. That's the sickest dice roll. That hit my water bowl. That had a little ding. I'm going to try and do that again. What'd you get?
15.
I can't reach the dice tray. Just for the listeners at home, we're on a very long table, right?
Short dice tray.
And the dice tray is like over an arm's length away. I wouldn't be able to see the dice if I rolled in. Anyway,
It's a great dice tray, though. Thank you.
It is beautiful. Sorry, say that again, Scott, because I talked over you. I didn't mean to.
Sorry, I was just thanking Scott McAuliffe.
Yeah, thank you, Scott McAuliffe. Big up. What'd you get?
I got 15.
I got 24.
24. Very nice. Okay. So you notice a couple of things about this room. Mm-hmm. You notice that the markings on the inside of the hull are fingernail scratches. Very, very old. And you realise that this is the same part of the ship where you found them on the other ship. You also notice some breadcrumbs scattered around on the floor. And M, you remember, thinking about the voyage so far, you realise that Fulton has been drinking his own ale the whole time we've been here. And you've not been none of you have been drinking any dwarven ale the whole time that you've been here. So the barrels of dwarven ale that are here maybe seem a little unusual. Meanwhile...
What? Sorry.
I know. I wanted to chat more about that.
It's always there.
In another part of the ship, Velda and Fulton, you are sat in the workshop towards the back of the ship. It's sort of the main part of the sleeping quarters, but it's been largely taken over by the Gearwright brothers, so they can tinker with a few bits and pieces. And they're getting fiddling about with a few devices. Unable to really do much around the ship. I mean, Velda, you can't really do much of anything other than just kind of sit in a chair and rest. Fulton, you're a little... What's your strength at the moment?
10.
10. Okay, so you're sort of you're still average strength for a person. So you're not too bad. So you've been helping the Gearwright brothers a little bit with just some of their chores. Mm-hmm. Baringer Gerite takes a sword from you that you've been binding for him. Places his. You've got a knack for this, Fulton. You got a craftsman's eye.
Hey, I used to, my family used to own a blacksmith. I used to work there. My father made me work there. Hey, so I've got a bit of a hand of this.
Why'd you, I gotta ask, why'd you leave home?
I just wanted something different. You know, like, I wanted that adventure. I heard stories from somebody that taught me how to fight about these massive adventures he'd go on, and I just wanted that for myself. I didn't want to work in a blacksmith in a smithy. I just wanted more, you know. So I just left home.
That must have killed your father. It's
Aye.
a big thing for a dwarf's son to not follow in his father's footsteps.
Aye. I try not to think about it, but thank you for reminding me. Yeah. I may go home soon to see him.
You should think about it, Fulton. Family's the most important thing a dwarf has.
Aye.
I just lost a brother, I know that. I don't want you to regret it.
Thank you. What are you laughing at, Felder?
Felder just, muttly laughs in the corner.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, it's just something I thought.
Well, go on then. What was it?
What? Right, I have to explain all my thoughts to you.
Well, it's just weird. We were having a nice moment, and then you just burst out
Oh,
laughing.
you're having a nice moment. I was just chuckling. You're quite passive aggressive, aren't you, Paul?
Huh?
Quite passive aggressive.
Oh, I just got a lot of rage in me.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a problem.
no, no problem.
Felder says, passively aggressive.
You know, I think me and you are alike.
Who?
You and me.
Oh, no, why?
I don't know. I just got a sense they were quite the same.
What, incontinent?
Aye, probably are.
Yes. Well, it's true. It's true. I mean, I've got to be honest. I didn't really like Fulton when I met you. I thought you were abrasive and drunk, and a bit immature. But well, you're all right.
Well, I tried to hide what's going on deep down. You know, I've had a hard life, and I try to.
Belder leaves.
Oh, there is a chasm now.
But Barangar just watches Lily go and then turns back and goes, he's a prick, isn't he?
Aye, yeah, he is. That's the last time I open up to him.
Meanwhile...
It's too perfect.
No, it was good. I liked it. It was funny.
Oh
Danger Club Civil War.
No one's going to join my side, are they? Nobody's coming on my team. It's Captain America had mates.
Meanwhile, up on the deck, still raining, not quite as heavily as last time. Caragor, you are practicing with your cutlass out on the deck while you've got a bit of free time to yourself, and you hear somebody approaching from behind. When you turn round, Garnet Bloodfist, the half-orc first mate, is walking up, and you see she's watching you train.
As she watches me, I'm going over my movements with my cutlass, and I'm sort of muttering to myself, oh yeah, let's go for a drink, mate. Yeah. Slash. Oh yeah, come on, mate. You and me, we'll go for a drink. Slash down the ribs. Yeah, we'll go for a drink, you and me. We don't have to fight anymore, do we? Cut across the neck. Right, yeah, I've got that down. Good. Oh, how you going, love? You alright?
What style is that?
Hey?
What style is that? Arsehole, make friends with you style.
It's a long-winded way of... Are you a fighter?
I'm a sailor, I'm not a comedy writer, don't
Where did you train? Oh, no, that's not really a style. I have my own style. Why, do you want to train with me?
you? You were trained by a woman, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, several different people, yeah, ish.
It shows in the way you move. You're quick. You're not, it's not all strength.
Yeah, I'm quite nimble.
Just an observation. You from the old country?
Depends what you mean by the whole country.
Bugden, you idiot.
I mean,
She's half orc, right?
She is helpful.
I mean, half orcs or horrocks can come from anywhere, really. But as it happens, yes, I do happen to be from Belton. Why, do you know me? I'm not actually Caragor One Fang. I'm Cara Banara. Shit, where's me corset? I put my eye patch further around my eye. Start doing a pasta dance. Never really been Caragor One Fang. It's just a disguise. I mean, shit.
Well, you talk a lot for someone who's in disguise.
Yep.
What's your clan?
Well, I mean, it's not really. Look, there's this. Have you ever worked for the Empty Hand? Caragor puts his hand on his cutlass.
I'm empty hand. Well, was. Long time back. Not been back to the old country in a long time.
Caragor nervously eyes her and then judges the distance between them and then looks at the ship and looks at any weapons to hand. And goes,
Really, yeah, Empty Hand, are you? Yeah, great. How long ago was that?
Must be 10 years since I was back in Belton.
Yeah, 10 years. Good, that's about long enough, isn't it, to let any. Yeah, you wouldn't have been around. No. Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Yeah. Can I get a sense motive on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Ba-bam. That is a 23.
23. You don't sense hostility from her. You sense curiosity.
On the 10 years ago thing, she's not lying about that.
No, the 10 years ago thing seems accurate.
Okay, cool.
She's been among humans for a long time. You get the feeling she probably hasn't spoken to other half-orcs in a while.
Right.
So she's more interested in making conversation. She's not sort of swearing you down. She's got no kind of combat stance or anything on her. Like she has a sword, but she always has a sword.
Okay.
So you don't sense hostility from her.
Caragor mutters himself.
I see you going. I see you being chill. I see you being relaxed. Yeah.
And then he just sort of relaxes and then takes his hand away from his cutlass. So why did you leave then?
Got fed up with it. Politics. Orc politics. Always fighting each other. Now, there's always this talk that Belton's going to rise. Belton, the Orc people are going to be the future. But never going to happen. Can't stop fighting amongst themselves.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential there. But the potential for doing destruction is like actually massive, and they do it more to themselves or anything like that. Also, they want to get great by just taking other people's stuff, mainly dwarf stuff. You know what I mean? I know there's blood there, whatever. I don't know. I'm like you. I don't really care too much about the Orc politics.
Had enough of it. Too much. Leave them to it, I say.
Yeah.
What's a Horrocks then? You said Horrocks.
Yeah, I was trying out this thing with my mates and my sort of tribesmen back home. Well, because half orc is half of something, isn't it? Whereas I don't think that's true. I think we're a whole. Do you know what I mean? I think it's quite reductive to say you're a half of something. So I just use, contract. Well, we used to contract it. Caragor looks a bit nervous, like he's never really been asked about this directly in front. He's usually used to just like throwing it in, crowbarring it into conversation. He's not actually been asked about it before. Like Horrocks. It sounds a bit like a human, a bit like an orc, and that gives it a complete name. Do you know what I mean? What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah. My mum was half orc. My dad, I think, was as well. Didn't see him much, but I never felt half human. I'll tell you that. Never been treated like it neither.
Yeah, do you know what, mate? That's actually true. People see a tinge of green skin and they go, oh, they see a tusk or a fang and they go, oh, he's violent, isn't he? I mean, I have like murdered people consistently since I was a teenager, so
maybe that's
yeah.
Maybe there's some truth in that.
Do you also? Are you?
Yeah, I mean, it does come up.
Right, used for your killing, aren't we? Really? Yeah, that's what we do.
I'd be in prison or dead if it weren't for the captain.
Right,
keeps me on a straight and narrow.
Captain Megatron.
He's an idiot, but sometimes you need idiots around you,
Yeah.
She takes a flask from her hip and a couple of mugs from a bag and pours out a cup of quite strong spirit and offers one to you.
Cheers.
She Horrocks. Like that. She takes a swig and you hear a shout from below decks. Meanwhile, and Shania. So with your perception checks, yes, you found some crumbs on the floor and you found the fingernails on the walls. And you know that you have not been drinking dwarven stout on this journey. There's a big pile of dwarven stout barrels on the side. What would the two of you like to do?
Well, this is extremely mysterious. You'll see it. You'll see the crumbs. I pick up one of the crumbs.
Okay.
And examine it. Is there anything I can tell about it?
You taste it. They're breadcrumbs.
They're bread. Okay, all right.
Looks like somebody has been
Can I
eating
follow
bread.
the trail of breadcrumbs?
No, there's not a trail, but they are just.
some breadcrumbs.
There's a gingerbread house in the corner.
Yes, I was hoping for it.
Come and have a little look in the fireplace.
I'm just going to get my own back on that witch.
Because you are the Wicked Witch. No, there looks like somebody has been eating bread in here and has spilled some crumbs, and you find evidence of other food.
Can I ascertain if these claw marks are new or old?
Looking at them, they look very old.
Very old.
Yeah, they look older than the ones you found on the other boat.
Right,
So
okay.
they're not the same.
They are the same pattern.
Exactly.
They are the same pattern, but older. They've been there for longer.
They've been there for longer.
I don't think we've looked around enough. Can I look around the whole room and see if there's anyone like behind the crates or in the crates, whatever?
Investigate the barrels. Go ahead and make a will save for me, please.
Oh, shit.
All right, my will save 0, so brilliant. 11.
An 11. Okay, you poke around the ale barrels. You move one aside, but there doesn't seem to be anyone behind them. So you kind of open one up. You see it's got ale in it, and you close it back down again. The food stocks again just seem to be food stocks. You don't notice anything particularly out of the ordinary of them.
Shania.
Yeah,
I've got this feeling that someone's here.
Yeah, I also feel that maybe there is someone here, and also it's like we are the future. I feel like we are the future.
I mean, the children are our future.
Yeah, but no, we are the future. we are the children. Maybe we are being reduced to children by this situation, because I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm really confused by the ale and the crumbs and the scratches that are old, but also older than the ones from the dead boats that we saw before. Why are we here? What's going on? I am very confused.
Should we get the Danger Club together and burn this boat?
This sounds like the best idea we have had so far.
At this point, Velda, you enter. You having left Fulton, you now arrive in this room where the other two are having their conversation.
Velda, just the person we need. Velda.
Yes?
Can you detect magic in this room?
I was going to detect magic.
See,
I've got to
you can do that too.
Thing. Okay, let's detect some magic together. Okay, I give you go to do a high five with one finger.
And I also do it with
touch
detect magic at the same time.
Okay,
and we detect magic.
You touch
Go magic detection.
I detect magic with my other hand.
Both of you detect magic.
Yay! Double detection.
There is magic coming from the ale barrels. It is, as you concentrate, you get a little bit more information on it. It is from the illusion school of magic, and it is a minor power.
Oh, these barrels are an illusion.
They're not real.
No.
Both of you make will saves.
Oh, foxy fuck.
Don't drink the ale. Don't drink the ale.
Oh, that's a good will save. I know what this is. 19 for Velda.
Okay, sorry.
I believe this is to disbelieve the illusion.
20.
A 20 for Shania. As both of you turn and look at the barrels, they sort of shimmer and then just turn to mist and disappear, and reveal sat on the floor where they previously were, Ica.
Ica.
She immediately screams when she realizes she's seen you, and starts trying to cast a spell.
Wait!
Stop! Wait!
A colour spray goes off in the room. Fulton and Caragor and all the NPCs on the boat, you hear Shania scream.
Just pooped at the end there.
Caragor just said, "Oh, sorry, 1 second." Look, and turns around and sprints towards the direction. Of the
Okay.
noise.
Yeah, can I shout out Caragor as that's happening? Because I feel like Ica and Caragor get on really well.
Okay.
I know I do, but M does. But
So anyway, what the thing about it is, you just have to. Hold on.
No, go on. Finish the sentence.
What?
Go on. What were you going to say?
What?
Improv? What? Go on. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to.
I think he's talking to me, actually. God, I hate that we brought this improv comedy tutor with us on the boat. Always giving us notes.
Let's take it on the fringe. Yeah, I understand.
I'll hold that thought. I think there's something going on downstairs. You want to come?
Hey, fuck it, why not?
All right, let's go.
He hops down behind you, and the two of you trot down as Karagog just comes sliding down the ladder and sprints across towards the front, where you can just see just bright colours flashing from one of the rooms. All of you kind of arrive in the doorway. Shania, you are just staggered back, clutching your eyes, having been completely blinded by the spray going off. M and Veldor, you are both sort of staggered by it as well. Iker is looking horrified and just thinking, I'm sorry, I panicked.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Iker.
It's okay. One voice. Everyone, one voice. Iker.
What? I thought.
I thought you wanted us to do all one voice together.
No, what I'm saying is one person talk because it's going to get confusing for her. She's obviously spooked.
Who do you want us to talk then?
You talk. I'm a bit dazed from this.
Yeah, God, blimey, you're blinded, didn't you? Yeah, Iker, is that you? What's going on?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal food.
Just come aboard this ship, probably.
I just wanted to see. I wanted to see the city.
Oh,
right.
Travis.
Months of gameplay.
What?
Who's Trevor?
What?
Velda,
What's his name? Trevor?
Velda, let
Annoying
Karagor talk.
fellow. What?
Let Karagor talk.
Oh.
You're an annoying fellow. Sorry, Iker. Yeah.
It's fine, says Barringer. You don't remember the real names of anyone who's not a sylph.
Karagor opens his mouth and then goes, all right. Iker, you've stowed away, love. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm all right. I've been taking food. I'm really sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't mean to cause problems.
No, I mean, Karagor looks pointedly at the rest of the Danger Club. I mean, you haven't caused any problems, really. Don't worry. You're going to be all right. You can have food, and you technically, for the purpose of this trip, you remember the Danger Club, aren't you, Iker? And Karagor looks at the rest of the guys.
Yeah, of course. If I say anything, she'll blind me again.
Karagor whispers to Velda.
Okay, we can't take her back now.
What? Take it back. What?
I mean, she's on the boat. We
Oh
can't.
no, we've been sailing for ages.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Good. I just you weren't very sure. I was just
Oh
going on with you.
no. I just don't give a shit about the food. I don't care.
You don't like food. You don't like to eat.
No, I don't care
exist
that
on-
she's stolen food, but it's not our food, is it?
Yeah, but the
Boat
chef-
food.
the chef-
Wait,
hold on.
We need to square this with the boat.
Yeah, the chef might be annoyed, and there's only enough rations for all of us, so there might be uproar with the crew.
I think we've all forgotten about.
And Karagor points at Shania. Shanotta.
Oh, that's true. Yes, you could catch some fish and give them as a gift to the boat.
Yeah. Anytime that we want to do this, let's do
Iker.
this. It's fine.
To be honest, I was quite. If you're willing, Iker, we never got a chance to talk back at the carnival, so I think it's been quite fun.
Literally just freaked out, cast a spell on everyone, and you're like, hey, do you want to have a chat?
Yes.
Love
you know,
that.
no fellow magic
Maybe
users.
we should find Travis and let him know that she's here because they are firm friends. Yeah.
Travis.
It's a good
Also,
idea.
I need to have a lie down. I'm feeling
Travis is going to be angry with me.
He will be fine. I'm sure. We will square it with him. I'm sorry. Is she still scared?
Oh yeah, she's not approaching you at all.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
she's
alright.
she's keeping
Someone else.
a distance.
I'm right. I'm going for a lie down. Fuck this.
So, sorry, DM question.
Yeah.
How old is Iker again?
Iker is 15.
Okay. So, it's gonna be fun. We can see the city, but I think, you should see it really quickly, and then get back on the boat.
Why? I want to see. I've never seen a big city before.
Iker.
I want to buy dresses.
Right. Yeah. I'll tell you what. You and me, we can go dress shopping if you want.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Hey,
wouldn't it?
you should either come with us or like one of the people on the ship. But don't go on your own, obviously. And then you come straight back to the ship.
All right.
And Iker, I know you probably know this already, but don't reveal anything about your powers.
I won't. I will keep
Because
it quiet.
if people find out how powerful you are, then you could be in danger.
All right, I will keep it secret.
And I don't mean in Danger Club. I mean in danger. Danger.
I'll be undercover.
Shania went to find Travis.
Okay.
Right.
You wake Travis up. He's no, I don't want any yak's milk.
Travis, no, not yak's milk, okay?
Oh,
Listen,
God.
it is your friend, Shania of the Rain, yeah? Hello?
Oh God, I don't need any fish, Shania.
It's okay.
What's
I'm not
happening?
here. Listen, quiet, listen. Aika has stored away aboard the ship. She is scared and afraid. She thinks that you will be angry with her, but I...
What?
Yes, I know. Look, there's nothing that we can do about this now. She said she wanted to see the city, okay? But we are worried for her safety.
No. We can't take her to Kermaga.
Why not? Why?
Kermaga's a death trap. It's one of the most dangerous cities in Varisia.
Well, we are the dangerous people. The place we are also dangerous. Okay.
I know.
Fuck's sake, Travis. Okay, we will have to look after her because there's no fucking choice now. So I pick him up and just fucking bundle him downstairs.
Drag him in his sleeping clothes across.
Come on, you fuck.
No, we have to turn the boat around. We have to. Oh.
No, we're not turning the fucking boat around. Come on.
Shania Rain, I'm being very gentle with you, and I will be very gentle, and I will ease you into it if you say one thing. If you say one thing, I will come for you, and I will kill your family, and everybody will die.
She's riding a fight. She wants to be good.
Yeah, I see
she
it.
wants to be good.
It's nice.
But if she gets
it's
frustrated.
Shania appears back in the room with Travis basically in a headlock. And Travis is like, oh God, oh God. Ica jumps to her feet. Travis!
Travis, say hello to your little friend, okay?
There's just a pile of cocaine everywhere. We've all got fucking M16s.
That's hilarious.
In the time you've been gone, we've all been wrapped.
Say hello to your little friend.
Oh God, Ica. He runs over and gives her a hug. He says, What are you doing? You can't be here. Amara's gonna kill me. Kermaga's way too dangerous.
And I assume, given the nature of what Ica does, Amara's going to notice that she's not there. Probably by now. She probably already has noticed.
And the carnival will suffer.
Well, I should think so. Yes, you're the key to the carnival.
That's a good point. Is there any... do you know what? I didn't think about it, but is there any... What?
Is that a different thing?
The key to the carnival.
Yes, yeah.
Can you be that?
Well,
Because I could be the king and key
No.
to the carnival.
Ica's just the key to the carnival.
because the Ica has incredible magic powers that allow her to cast illusion spells of devastating realism, and you've got a stuffed bear on your head. Lion.
It's a lion, but
Yes,
also...
well,
and you did
whatever
try
it
to lift a hammer the other day and you shot yourself.
Oh, that's true. I did actually.
Again.
So, is there any way... the thing is, even if they dropped a little rowboat, they can't row back along the river, can they? They'll get washed out.
far.
That's so dangerous.
We've been
No.
weeks.
She's going to have to come with us. This is the only way that's going to happen, okay? Travis, you need to have a look at her. We will come up with a plan.
Travis,
okay?
Wait, what is going? I've never been to that many just human cities, to be honest. What's it like? How is Kermaga?
Well, it's not just humans, fellas. It's everything. Everything ends up in Kermaga. They call it the Asylum Stone for a reason. It's people who are trying to run from other places. They all end up there. And if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't keep your wits about you, it can be very dangerous. There's slave markets there. There's all sorts.
Don't
actually
joke with the
sound very
folk.
safe.
Someone told us, don't
Actually-
joke with the folk. Don't
Hey.
make any jokes.
Now, look, Trevor. In terms of the what? Whatever your name is. Now, look. How long is your business going to take?
I've got to go to. I've got to speak to the Ardok family in Biss. I've got to buy
It's
the
all
new.
right. Just no, how long?
He's so cranky for.
I'm very tired.
Such a dick.
Hopefully, no more than a few days. It depends on.
That's all right.
I've got an
It's
idea.
fine. We'll act
I've got an
as-
idea.
and
Have
it
you got
depend-
any like shackles that you could like shackle your arm with her, and then you're like, if
This
they
is a
take
very bad plan.
what if they
I don't know why would you...
no, but then like if you'll always be attached, and if they take her, you'll go with them, and hold on, that doesn't work.
There we go.
Useless.
Caragor's nodding slowly, waiting for Fulton to finish his sentence. There we go. He got there in the end. So,
Look,
Ica sort of stands and looks at Fulton and says, "If you try to shackle me, I kill you." For Travis says, "Whoa, okay, whoa, picking up some bad habits here, Ica."
Shania laughs and laughs at this.
Carragher also secretly nods quietly at Ica. Yes.
No, fellas, don't encourage this.
Look,
Punish people that would hurt you, Ica.
No,
Yes.
no, I think the thing is, a couple of days, that's not a problem. Travis can do his business, we'll do a bit of shopping, and then we'll go.
Look, we will act as your protection while you're there, if only for a few days, okay? And then we can conduct our own business once you're ready and heading back, okay? Now listen, and she turns to Ica. Listen, Ica, you know that this means that we are going to be spending time with each other, okay? Now, I am afraid of this, and I know that you're afraid of this, so at some point, me and you, we need to have a conversation, you understand? Before this boat pulls into the dock. But not now, because right now you blind me with lights and I'm feeling kind of spiky, so I'm going to go to bed. And she sweeps out of the room.
Okay. She stares. Well, guess we'll square it with Captain Murgatroyd, and we'll just see how we go.
No, actually, it's going to be safer on the ship, isn't it? I know this is going to go against everything, but it's going to be safer on the ship. It doesn't sound like a very safe place, this Kermaga.
I don't feel good leaving her on a boat with people we don't know.
Let's just take her with us. And I mean, we're pretty strong.
It's an escort mission, that.
Travis.
I think we're damned if we do and damned if we don't.
I've done it before. I've done an escort mission before. You've got one sensitive cargo. Well, you know, you got to protect, and then everyone else is trying to kill that, and you got to keep it away. You got to play keep away, but with like arrows and stuff. It's dangerous.
How did it turn out?
A lot before when I've done them.
Aye.
Lots of people died.
Well, now look. I appreciate that, Caragor, but in this case, nobody knows who she is or why she is with us. So there's not going to be anyone in the city who's directly targeting her.
Mate, you've never had a teenage. You've never been around a teenage girl or had a daughter or anything, have you, mate?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah.
Travis, how long is it going to be for
Have you
you
had a
to
teenage daughter?
Excuse me.
No, but I know people have.
Excuse me. Travis.
Sorry, Emma's trying to sort that.
Yeah, right.
We've never said excuse me to each other.
Well, you've heard me say it now. That's the one thing Em doesn't like.
Right, this has been
He'll
set up.
He'll fucking rage if he doesn't get please and thank
Scary
yous.
when he's not raging.
No, I'm joking. So, Travis, how long is it going to take for you to complete your business in Kermaga?
It depends if they've got the things ready that we need, and we may have to wait a few days for them to finish building them, but hopefully no more than a few days. It depends how long it takes all of you to complete whatever business you have as well.
All we want to do is buy some things, and then we can be on a merry little way.
All right. Well, that should be fine. I'm sure we'll find. I've been given funds by Omara. I'll put us up in a good hotel in one of the nicer neighborhoods, and things will be fine.
Do you know people?
I know people.
Kermaga?
I've been to Kermaga before.
And you know a safe house?
Yeah, I know a good hotel in Biss.
People we can trust?
Safe house? Is there a hotel?
Yes, I'm just saying a safe
Is it? It's a
place.
safe house.
A safe house. Somewhere we can...
I thought that was something to do with it.
Carragher nods at Belder. No, I thought that as well, actually.
Yes, I thought that was like a hidey hole.
Do you know
Bolt
what I
hole,
mean?
yes.
Yeah,
I
bunker,
get
yeah.
him. I get him.
No, I'm just saying somewhere safe that
There's a house.
Ica will be.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, all
You
right,
guys,
yeah.
man.
We've gone very literal.
Ike smiles. I can do this. I'll keep very quiet. It'll be undercover mission.
Yes.
It'll be secret. We'll be cop Velda.
Carragher nods. Exactly, Ica. That is exactly what we'll be.
Now, Ica.
He beams proudly at Ica.
Ica, if you want to be cop, you need to get on with Shania. We can't have any more spells at one of our friends. You understand?
They killed my family, she says. Yeah.
Shania didn't kill your family.
Yeah, there's like lots of them. You know, there's many hundreds of thousands of them across Galarian. It's not the same. Do you know what I mean?
The mention that there are hundreds of thousands of drow doesn't do much to calm her. Like, she looks worried at the thought of that.
I guess the only thing we can do is prolong a contact with a nice drow and hope that works out, guys, I suppose.
I will stop casting spells at your friend.
Thank you.
Progress.
Thank you.
For now, that's all we can ask.
Dad, sorry.
Yes.
Do we have ways of sending messages, for instance, like birds? Do we send messages via birds or anything? Does that happen?
There are spells which allow you to do that.
Okay, but we don't. I don't have any of
if
those.
you don't have them at the moment, then you do not have that way of doing it.
Okay, so there's no way of getting a message back to the carnival.
Certainly not from the boat where you are. It's possible you might be able to find somewhere in Caermarga that you could send a message back with. You could pay a wizard or a druid or someone to send to send a message.
Cool.
But yes, not from the boat currently. Captain Murgatroyd walks in and says, "Oh, looks like we got somebody new on the boat. That's fine with me. I'm generally amenable to things."
Well, you are surprisingly amenable to things, aren't you?
Hey, you don't forget to be a captain of a boat without being nice to people.
Hey, captain of the boat.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, can I have 20 gold pieces?
Oh, he's a funny guy. I don't have any.
Oh, okay.
I spent it all on my boat. Anyway,
Out of interest, Captain, where did you get this boat?
I bought it at a discount at an auction.
Oh, right.
Must have been about 10 years ago.
Do you know who the previous owner was?
No, they found it. Found it on a riverside. It was a salvage job.
They found it on a riverside?
Caragor's brow is furrowed and his eyes was one eye that you can see is going back and forth. He goes, "You got it on a discount at an auction."
Yeah, that's right.
I thought auctions were that the price steadily goes up.
No, I mean like it was less than a boat would normally cost.
Right. So you didn't really discount. You just got in there early.
I suppose so.
Or no one else wanted it.
So
That's the way auctions
I
run.
tell you what, I didn't think I'd be talking about auction discounts tonight.
Sorry,
I
I
never
get-
know where the world's gonna take you.
It's true. I just get triggered by anything, because it sounded like it's to do with me. An auction. Grim optimism. Grim optimism. I haven't done it in a while.
so
But
are
I'll
we-
give it a go. You're
are
welcome.
we still in the hold? Like,
Yes, you are currently.
and
down in the
can we see, like you were saying earlier, can we see those claw marks?
yes, you can see the nail marks on the wall.
Guys,
Yeah,
look,
Shania and I saw this.
They're the same as the ones on the other
Yeah.
boat.
that's so weird. Why is this is weird?
It's the same name boat,
Yes.
same markings, exactly the same.
No, as it can't be the same one because we burnt it. Or
No, it's
you
exactly
burnt it.
the same.
What kind of condition was the boat in?
It was pretty badly. It was pretty run down. Tell you what, there was this huge hole in the top of the deck,
Was
about
it
the size of a dwarf.
was it burned? Was this boat burned?
No, it's gonna be burned. It's gonna be burned. Everything that happened to
Say that in
the,
front of the captain.
Wait,
That's the
wait
sort of
a
thing
minute.
that's going to make
everything that we did to the other one is gonna happen to this one. When did you find that?
Yeah, no. Listen, the hole was made, then we burned it.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, so if we're on this now and he's found the hole in it, then this one is
No,
gonna
no,
be
no,
burned.
no,
No, it means it's
hole was
already
when he
been.
bought it.
When he
Was this
bought it.
already burnt?
Yeah, there was some burn damage.
See?
I mean,
That's
some
why it was
burn
a
damage.
discount.
Some burn damage. We burnt the entire boat.
No, we didn't. We left it burning as we went away. Remember?
Yeah, which I mean, if it was on fire, then assumedly it would just doesn't stop
But
burning.
it was
Yeah,
still,
but it does when it's wet.
and it was raining.
Was it raining?
Yes.
I don't know. I was celebrating my
So
victory
the
over the
fire
sharks.
so
could have
Captain,
gone out.
that hole was called a Fulton hole.
Well,
Is that a nautical term?
It's
Aye.
irrelevant. This is
Oh,
irrelevant.
that's what we'll call it.
It's the way to get in really quick into the bottom.
Was there anything else about this ship when you bought it? Anything else? Any other detail you can remember?
That was pretty run down. We get to clean some blood off the place. That's about all I could think of.
I think we might need to consult with a cleric when we get to Caermarga about this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because if nothing else, if there was a curse in it, some kind of ghostly curse, it'll be something to do with, I don't know, one of them phasmageists or something like that. But it's not going to do any damage to us right now, because apparently the cycle of violence ended when we lifted the curse, so...
yes.
No, but listen. Everything that's happened to this boat, we did like 3 or 4 days ago.
Dan,
Yeah.
from the recollection, was the ship coming back to the way to the carnival? Or was it going to?
The ship that you boarded. It was just adrift. It's hard to tell. Like it dropped anchor halfway along, so it's hard to tell exactly which way it was travelling when it stopped. Because it was laying at anchor when you found it.
I reckon that it's going to be on the way back. Maybe to the carnival. That this is all going to happen.
No, it already has happened.
No, it's already happened.
Already has happened.
The burn damage, the folding hole was in the past on the boat that we're on now.
That's what I'm saying. I can't see any incoming danger because it's already happened. Do you know what I mean?
Effectively, this boat is in the future.
No, but
because we all that things we happened were before the captain bought it, which was 10 years ago.
Hey.
So 10 years before we set foot on this boat, we'd already set foot on this boat.
And burned it.
But it's not going to happen again.
But maybe
because that was 10 years in the past.
Maybe caught in like a loop.
Yeah.
We should probably not talk about this in front of everybody.
No, I was going to say, gentlemen, should we...
Iker and Travis are looking really confused. Garnock, Bloodfist, comes wandering in from above.
Hiya, Garnock, you alright?
Who's the kid?
Iker.
Alright.
Bobby Mac steps out behind the barrel.
Never knew my dad. No, I don't care. I've got bad news.
What?
The storms are still keeping up ahead. Means the Storval Stair is going to be washed out. We're not going to be able to go up that way. Only way up to Kona Marga is going to be up the Half-Light Path. So, hope you don't mind the dark. That's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Ooh. This is so weird. The Biston Triangle.
It is weird.
Bermuda Biston Triangle.
I reckon we're stuck in a light.
Something about the area rather than the boat
I
itself.
don't think we're stuck with it. I think
we went through a